Today you will learn how to create a beaded heart-shaped bag. You'll be needing a fishing line 0.70 mm. It's strong and it's firm. It will help your bag to stay in shape. You will use this to thread the beads. The next material is the scissors. I love this pair because they are very sharp and I use it to cut my fishing line. Next is your pearls. You need this to add as an accessory on your bag, and then your beads. I'll be using a size 6 or size 8 sugar bead. You can use a size 6 or size 8. I enjoy using size 8 too. So this is my bead. So cut a long fishing line, as long as you can handle. I'm cutting my fishing line. Thread 3 beads in the line. 3 beads. Now interlock or make a knot with 1 bead. As you can see, I just did mine in the video. Pull the both end of the strings of your line firmly. Do this and repeat the process of adding 3 beads continuously. We shall do this for about 17 times. When you get to the 16th bead, you add 2 beads and thread with 1. On the 17th bead, you add 2 beads to the string above and thread 1 bead on 1 line to turn. This is our 16th bead. You can see. You do this, repeat this pattern continuously. We're still threading 3 beads in our line. This is our 17th bead and we're turning now. Put 2 beads on the string above and use the 1 bead on the string below to make a knot. As you do this, you realize that your bead has changed. The pattern has changed to the right. So now you are facing the right hand side. Can you see? You want to hold it firmly so it comes out strong. Repeat this process when you'll be turning eventually. So you want to get it right this time. Now thread 2 beads on the string above and thread 1 bead on the string below. Make a knot with that 1 bead. This is one of the most chic bags you can ever make because it goes with any outfit. Whenever you make a knot, ensure your knot is firm. Now you can see that the orientation has changed. Our bead is now facing downwards. Our bead is facing downwards. So on the string by your right hand side, thread 2 beads. Then use the string on your right hand side to pick the first bead below. Make a knot with the second bead you just picked. As you can see in the video, I just did mine exactly like this. Yes. So do yours too. Pick the next bead. You keep picking each of these beads. You pick each of them continuously. You repeat this process 6 times. So this is I'm on my second line now, and I'm still threading 3 beads. I'm repeating the pattern. This pattern is called matting. It's called matting. You're matting the beads together. It's coming out nicely and firm. It's important that it is firm. You want your bag to retain its shape. You don't want it overly flexible. I'm on my third line now, as you can see. Doing it gradually, patiently. As you're doing it, your beads will tangle at some time. When they do so, untangle the lines gradually. I love to use a long line because it makes my work neat. I'm on my 6th line now. As you can see, I'm threading it. I'm tying my rope. Tie your fishing line gently, following this zigzag pattern. Hide it properly. As you can see, I didn't just pass it straight because you can see it. When it's straight, it's not neat. But when you follow it, follow the pattern and tie. Tie firmly. Tie. I just tied once. I'm tying again. I'm tying it twice. Yes. Now, hide your line. I'm hiding mine, following the zigzag pattern. When you follow this pattern, you can't go wrong. Why? Because your lines will be hidden properly and it will make your work very neat. Still hiding my line. Patiently hide yours as I'm doing mine. Tie again. And then cut your line. You hide it after tying it. Pass it one more time. Hide it and then you cut it. This bag is a very solid bag and you enjoy making it. This is not going through, so I'm going to fit it into another hole on one of my beads. So I hope you have learned how to tie properly because you'll be doing a lot of this. Although that's why I advise you to use a longer line. Now we have our 6-line pattern. You can see the length is 6. We have 6 sides. You can count yours if it's up to 6. Now we're going to shape in the sides of our bag. Count 6 beads from the extreme end to the middle. From the beginning to the middle, count 6 beads and thread on 1. When you get to this point, you want to cut a fresh line and start from the extreme end. You bead up until the second to the last line. You bead up until the second to the last bead. What you are doing now is shaping the bag. When you do this at one end, you also do this at the other end. take your fishing line and your scissors and cut another line that you use in shaping in your bag. You are making good progress. The shape of our bag is gradually forming. As you can see, you bead up until the second to the last on this side too. Now you will notice the orientation has changed, like you're forming a V shape on one side. You do this on the both sides of the bag. You do this on one end and you do it on the other end twice, leaving the second to the last bead on each line. This is important because it enables the shape of the bag to come out neatly. You can see this is the second line on this side. So you hide your line and tie, just as I showed you earlier on, using the zigzag pattern. This is how it comes out when you are done with this line. This is the kind of orientation you will get. Do this on the other end and this is how it comes out. So now you have the V shape like an arrowhead on both sides. Now count 6 beads from the beginning of the end, from the beginning of your beads. 6 beads to the middle. On the 6th bead, cut your fishing line and thread. Repeat the pattern of putting 3 beads in your line and making a knot. From the 6th bead on the middle, thread it to the end of your bead. You observe that your love shape is about forming. You will repeat this 5 times. When you do this, your heart shapes would have formed neatly. Can you see it? Beautiful, right?
Mommy, don't know it.
You observe that you have a sharp edge. Now, we're going to shape in this edge just as we did with the other side. To do this, cut a fresh fishing line and put your fishing line on the second to the last bead at the edge of your sharp edge. At the end of the sharp edge, the second to the last bead there. I'm hiding my fishing line, passing it through the other end. So you see, you shall pick this one, this particular one, and this one. You pick those 2 beads. You thread from one end to the other end as you did in the other side. You thread from the other end to the other end. You do this twice. You will do this twice to shape in it. When doing this, you observe that the pattern, the number of beads by the edge is 6.
Okay. You know sugar?
No, the me here.
Hey, your hand is showing. Just cancel them.
Bring a more put on it.
As you can
And
see,
the other one, fa. Bring
I'm
that.
shaping mine and it's coming out really nicely.
Everything about government
Can you
is
see?
even like
You thread 4 beads from that edge round to the other edge. From this edge to this edge. You thread
And
four
now there you
beads
go reach.
together.
Only them, oh, only their room.
Now let's bend our bead. This is the cover of our bag.
I shall say these children, they even suffer all
You
this
thread four
information.
beads round
Like
it.
the way they don't call.
After
That your
threading
father
it,
is
you
an
bend the
idiot.
sugar beads are flexible.
Tell
That
him
is
to
why
go
I
or
advise
die.
that you
You
use
know some
sugar
people,
beads
their mouth bad.
to
Oh.
create this bag. We are bending our beads. The shape is coming out nicely.
I will eat more
Just
with
do
you.
this gently.
Daddy, why are you
Gently.
like this? Nobody's
It's
gonna
coming
get
out
the
nicely.
to wash you. Stop letting the thing go back
Hey,
now.
they see for me.
I'm trying to see you.
Now the cover of our bag is almost ready.
Like if you make mistake for the counting
Eh?
arrangement, if you fold up
Hey.
like this.
If you make mistake, just forget not to start. That's why they
Almost
know you use and
complete.
joke. Now something where
Bend
you go down there,
it
you
from this end to
sabi
the
do.
other end.
If not,
Oh my god.
Now the cover of our love shape is ready. Remember that you need
now
two
if this
heart
other
shapes
small
to
one form
create a
you
bag.
come,
This is
you
the
come
cover. Now I'm going to be
close and
making a
this bag.
second heart shape. First, I'm going to put my pearls at the middle, that end, from this end. You count 5 places from the
Oh
middle
my serious, I even did this one. I helped the
and
video
then
sef.
you fix it. I already started my
Because
second
now
heart
you're
shape.
incorporating it
So
inside instead of
I'm on my
later.
6th line and I'm about shaping it. I'm done with my cover, as you can see. So I'm going to join my bag now. You can see where I fixed my pearls. You can gently do yours and hide it using the zigzag pattern. This is relatively easy. Cut a fresh fishing line and place one bead inside it. Now pass the fishing line on your right through the first heart shape. Pass the second line through the other heart shape, placing them on top of each other. Gently like this. Remember, your fishing line will tangle because of the length, but you can gently untangle it. When you do this, you are joining your bag. Pick another bead, another sugar bead, and make a knot just like I showed you earlier, just as you've been doing throughout the process of making this bag. Repeat this process round until you get to the extreme end of the sides of your bag. Still joining our bag. You want to do it firmly, hold it firmly. Whenever you pass your fishing line and make a knot, ensure you pull these lines firmly together so your bag can be very firm. Like this. As you can see, I've made a knot here. I'm picking them side by side. I'm making knots. Joining my beautiful black heart-shaped beaded bag together. I hope you're enjoying the process. The sides are coming together, as you can see. The sides are coming together. I'll pick this one. Now I'll pick the next bead. Repeat this process around. Now I'm attaching the hands of my bag and my bag is ready. I hope you followed the steps closely and you enjoyed the video. This bag is available.